All right. Shalom Yashala. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Waharakak Wadash Barakatham. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akion pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aquat that they're listening. What I'd like to get into is on this lesson is I'm going to be reading from Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Just how this is the best stock as an Israelite that you can invest in, and what I mean by that is, of course, um, being brought back into our customs, uh, our culture through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, just really engulfing yourself in Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, just like you would like any stock, you know, uh, and what you want to see dividends, right? You want to see a return on your investment, so you invest, you see how it's moving, and that's how through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, that's how we have to be, the the Most High, what he invested in the body by what having invested in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. So in order for a return on our investment, hey, you get you get you get back what you put in, you know. So this is truthfully, this is the best stock that we as Israelites can invest in. Okay. I'll start at verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Material items, possessions, don't let it get you down. There's tons of examples, me personally, apostles and elders, you know, that we could lay out, and even for younger brothers and sisters who are just now tuning in, on a level, we can all relate. I'm like, man, it's been times, hey, you may have to downsize your lifestyle. You may not be able to afford something now and needing to return it, which is perfectly fine. It's like, man, you still receiving this truth. Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahshua for that, right? Because we all get being in this captivity, we get caught up in a kind of like keeping up with the Joneses mindset, and a lot of times to keep it a buck. And that's really not the average person. The really average person, man, just want to go to work, pay their bills and so forth, right? But we are, we're we're Yasharala, man. We're royalty, man. We're just at the bottom due to captivity, due to our disobedience. So Jake always has that mind state, to do this and do that. But verse 19 lays it out, like don't worry about that. Verse 20, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. That's the perfect the perfect accountant, is with what? The Most High, man. And who? Salaki, I shall say, who is the Most High? That's where the true bank is. And Salakia, the accountants, would be the angels, man. Because our prayers are heard and it's taken back to the Lord, man. So, we in captivity, Akiam, and you select them of Akwath that is out there, man. Don't don't get so down, because this place is on his, like I always say, man, this place is on his pinky toe, man. So don't get too down about things. This is really just, prophecy playing out. You know, you look at the inflation. You look at the housing market. What all just coincides of prophecy, man. The grinding is ceasing. Famines are coming. Farms are being destroyed. It's so, and job losses. So that's why building that spiritual bank account is always key. Like our elder brother Micah Allah in our camp always says, man, spiritual bank account, man. That's what's that's the bank account that needs to be loaded. you know Verse 21, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So let's say, if you're so consumed with something outside of the truth, that's outside influence, rather than the focus on Yahweh Bashem Shah, that's what you're going to be consumed with. That's what you're going to be consumed with. And it's like, pardon my French, it's such a bitch, but, we in captivity, but hey, control what you can control, And actually it speaks about, right here. Yeah. Verse 22, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore the eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. Okay. What is that full of light? Okay. This truth being put first. How is thine eye being single? What does that mean? That means to be whole, to be, to be focused on what's going in, man. So like what's going on. To be honed in and to see what's key and what's at stake, man. Because that's why this chapter is so powerful. Like, from of course the first verse, but when you read further down, it's like, bro, this is key. That's why, don't get so consumed with your job. Even though we got to get our daily bread, there's a balance. Don't be so simple to where the point I ain't just gonna work. Nah, apostles and elders ain't never said that. Okay, the our heavenly Father Yahweh hasn't said that. Yahweh Shah never said that. No accounts of Now this truth comes first, but we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, hey, bro, there's a balance on how to on how to move, man. So that's the number one. That's the number one thing. You gotta be. Gotta have a sound mind as well. Verse 23. But if thine eye be evil, okay, you see that? The whole body shall be full of darkness. Because what? It's not being single. It's not being whole. It's not being honed in on what's going on. It's that you don't have that tunnel vision you're supposed to have. Your eyes wandering about things, just rather than focus on Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. And guess what? Life is going to continue to come at us 24/7. So ain't no getting around it. Life happens on the clock. So it ain't no time out for life, Verse 24. Oh, Salakia, let me reread verse 23 in its entirety, then jump down. Salakia. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? So if you're not focused and keeping your eye single on what's the end goal, you've already lost, man. You've already lost. You've already been consumed. You've already been consumed. Keeping your eye single, that's where it's at, rather than to be worried about outside influences. Verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon, okay? And that mammon is speaking on money, man. You can't that's why I'm saying, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, you can't be so concerned with it. You gotta do what you gotta do. tithe, of course, with the body. Take take care of your household and so forth. But how are we even able to do that? Only through the will of our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, man. So there's no way of getting of getting around that. And that's why it's clearly stated that, like, look, like money's not wicked. But if you treat it as such as a idol, and putting it on a pedestal and forgetting about the Most High and the favor and mercy that the Most High is showing you tripping. Okay, so you're gonna have to make a decision: is the Most High important, or is this money? Because people got to the point that they damn near pray to money, man. That's all a lot of people even talk about everything is just based around money. Now, like I said, let's not be simple. We get it. You got to take care of your household. You got brothers who are entrepreneurs. So yeah, so you need money, but when you start putting it above Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, yeah, you tripping. Okay, I'll continue reading. Therefore, I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? So anyone who's in a state of worry, like, man, what I'm gonna eat, or really, people who are out there super bad. Guess what? The apostles, the disciples, they didn't think about that, man. They went out and did the Lord, took care of the Lord's business, man. They didn't sit there and worry, in a state of worry, man. Okay, I'll continue reading. Verse 26, behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Think about it. Jake is the Lord's inheritance, man. So of course he's gonna feed his men. He's gonna look out for you. He's invested in you as long as it's reciprocated, as long as you investing in this truth. You looking for a return. Hey, you're gonna have to invest as well. Okay. Verse 27. Which of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his stature? Okay. Like, bro, it's all in the Lord's hands. It's all the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay. So you just gotta stay on code through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay, we can't, only way we could possibly add on to our life is investing in this truth, because that's what that's talking about. It says, which of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his stature? Okay, we can't add nothing like that, man. So we have to leave it up to the Most High, but at the same time continue to invest. Verse 28, and why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. Verse 29, and I let you say, Salakia, and yet I say unto you that even Solomon, all his glory, was not arrayed like one of these. Okay? So it's like, bro, this is a part of life. This is going to be a part of this walk. So it's really up to the Most High, man, and you just through the Spirit have to continue to roll with the punches, you know. And we all know how wealthy King Solomon was. Even in all his glory, he wasn't arrayed, like the lilies of the field. That's heavy, man, you know. But the Lord, that further proves, man, this is the will of the Heavenly Father for those naysayers, man. Okay. I'll continue to read verse 30. Wherefore, if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? Like, bro, if the Lord got the seasons rocking, got the fields rocking, okay, looking after the fowls of the earth and so forth, how much more you think he's going to do for his men who's going out there on the highways and byways, brothers who are really fighting in their daily lives, trying to become better people? You don't think the Most High ain't going to look out for you? That shows you lacking faith, and you need to work on that, like, when you invest as well, you got to have some faith in that stock, man. You got to have some faith. Hey, man, this is going to take off. This is where it's at. And through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we know the kingdom is promised unto us. We know that's going to take off, right? That's the future, right? All those who, if you don't mind, if I give an example, think about those who invested in Apple early on. You had some people, naysayers. You had some people who probably got scared of even investing. Like, man, that ain't gonna take off. Think about those people who invested in Apple, had those hundreds and thousands of shares, and like, you know what, I'm gonna rock with this. I'm gonna invest. I truly believe this is gonna take off. Did it not take off? So that's how you gotta look at this truth. The kingdom is the future, man. That's where the true investment is. Okay. Verse 31. Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or wherewithal shall we be clothed? Okay. So don't, sit there and worry yourself like that. And also, that's why we have the body as well, So, a brother, let's say a brother is, he's doing the work. He's he's check to check. He let's just say the brother doesn't have the proper weather gear. Well, as a body, hey, we come together through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua and be brotherly and get that brother a winter coat. Get that brother a beanie. Get that brother a scarf. Get that brother some Timbos, some warm boots, man, for the winter, because that's the will of the Heavenly Father, man. That's how the Lord looks out for his men, or let's say that, the brother's employer may see him going so hard at the job, like, hey man, since you've been doing this so forth, gonna give you a raise, or hey, gonna help you out and do this and do that. The Lord gonna look after his men. Okay. Verse 32. For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. Okay. For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. Okay. That's 2/3 of our people, man. Okay. That's 2/3 of our people, who really get down with the ways of this world, man. Stress the hell out, because it's about to get terrible out here. It's already bad. It's about to get terrible out here, man. Okay. So just think of how much of a good case and how blessed we truly are, Akian. It could get worse. It's going to get worse, but more so for the 2/3 of our people. Okay. Verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High, and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Okay. So the Lord ain't gonna short brothers, man. Okay, that's worldly shit. Getting over. What the Most High got to get over on us? You know what I'm saying? It's all spiritual, bro. Lord, the Most High don't need to get over on us, man. Okay? Well, for first and foremost, we at the Lord's mercy, but at the same time, like, bro, the Lord gonna look after his men. Verse 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Okay, so don't worry about tomorrow, man. You know, just do what you're supposed to be doing beforehand, and everything's gonna, fall in place according to prophecy, and first and foremost through the will of our Heavenly Father. And that's how things will be. That's how things will be sorted out and worked out. So it's enough going on each day, man. So life ain't going nowhere. So invest. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yashai, invest, man. But Abaratazah, this is edifying for the body and the select number of Aquath out there listening. Once again, call Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Waharakako Dash Barakathum. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Achaeon pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aquath out there listening. Shalom.